Oh yeah, kids. Good day, good day, good day. You know what? It might be cold and threatening snow outside, but you know what? Inside, there's some model building going on. Let's go inside and see what's going on the workbench. Alright, progress on Mr. Belvedere, 65 Belvedere. How you doing, Hemi? Car... And I gotta sneeze. Ah, shit. Excuse me, I'm not even going to edit that out. Anyhow, you can see what I'm doing right here. We have the mock-up of the exhaust. So that's the back. We've started. It's got a couple little dings in it that when I've tried to form it with these little tools here, that is kind of scratched it up. And that's okay, we can fix that, polish that up. And here is the rest of it. So, and notice, we have to straighten these pipes out before I cut them. But notice, I drilled the holes in the headers. So now, this one fits right in there. Something like that. And then when I glue it or bond it or whatever I do, that will fit there. So the exhaust on this side will go like that, and that will go on top. So that's how it will turn out. So it's actually, this is looking like a pretty decent kit. I'm going to leave the springs like that. And yeah, kind of a semi-gloss black, and muffler obviously silver, blah, 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 blah. And then I got to paint up the K-frame and front frame. And while I'm here, let's do this, get rid of some of my goodies. And you know, I got the headers on. I should have did them before, but they fit pretty good actually. So headers fit pretty good. I did have to cut the steering out, and because this Hemi is from a different car, in order for me to lower it, it dropped right into that steering arm. So I'm gonna have to reposition that rest of that steering arm just a little bit. And also notice I got the Hemi valve covers on it. So, and I did the black crinkle. The light is not 100% on this, is it? So yeah, black crinkle valve covers in my own patented way. We can't tell you how I did it, but it worked out fairly decent. Honestly, I kind of want the chrome air cleaner. I kind of want the chrome valve covers now, because I think that would shine up a little bit better. But on a normal car, I love these style of valve covers. So anywho's, it's coming. Oh, no, hold on, one more thing. I had to glue a second perch on the muffler system. So I took a little piece of spare stock that I had, filed it down to fit, so that would fit level, and that's what we came up with. So I have two mounting plates areas because they did it like this. So I think what they did was go like this and glue the front muffler there and the back on that stand. But I didn't want to do it that way. I want to, because I'm using the solder, I need a little bit solider and to be up perfectly off the ground. So that's kind of, is this even coming in? So that's how I kind of went. So I just want to highlight a little bit of how I straightened out this exhaust piece. Now, of course, you know it comes in a roll. But then once you unroll it and try and straighten it, it looks like this. Piece of paper, hard surface, a piece of wood, or in my case, I just used a brick. Now because I'm using a brick rather than wood or a 2x4, we just put her like that. And yeah, away we go. So slowly but surely I just roll it like that, and I let the weight, more or less the weight of this with a light pressure, to try and straighten things out. And then eventually, after a little bit, you get a straight piece of exhaust. See, not working yet. I need more pressure and a little bit more time. How's that coming? A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. That's what she said. Oh yeah, look at, there we go. Almost straight enough. I might just go a touch more. So kind of that's how I'm going about straightening it. And as you can see, I've got the tailpipe section done, or not done, but pretty much done. So I cut it oversized. I used my coping saw, cut out a chunk of this solder with the saw, and we got a long extension piece. And then what I did was slowly formed it. Now what I had previously done, as I showed you, I drilled a hole in the muffler, and then we took this end of the tailpipe, rounded it off so I could put it in there into that exhaust or muffler, and then I slowly bent it with needle nose pliers and with that. So that's kind of how we did that section, and I think it's gonna work out good. So while we're here looking at exhaust, we might as well make note that I had to shorten the drive shaft because I used the bigger Hemi, blah 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 blah. You can see I cut it with my fine little pointer, awesome little pointer. So I had to shorten it by this much. I want to re-glue the front U-joints back on there once I trim down the drive shaft itself, and this is what I use. I just slice into it with this little guy. Yep, that works. So we're gonna shorten that, and yeah, everything else, blah 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 blah. So we got things trimmed down, and then we will see, just like that. That should work. So just like a real drive shaft that you would shorten, you shorten it right at the joint flange part. So now, yeah. And that is in place, see? So perfecto, look at that beauty. So if you stay tuned, come back next video, we will show you our progress.